going, everybody? For today's beer review, we're going to be taking a look at Revolution Brewing Company's Anti-Hero, an IPA. So what we have here is Anti-Hero IPA by Revolution Brewing. This is like their flagship beer. This is what they make the most of, and I'm really excited to try it because I actually bought a six-pack of this from the brewery. I was in Chicago for a while, as you probably well know, and I toured Revolution Brewing while I was there, and I tried their Anti-Hero on tap, and I enjoyed it. Will it stand up to the test of time and taste coming from the can? Well, we're going to find out in this review, but I do know that when I had it on tap, fresh from the brewery, it was very tasty. It was a good session IPA. So as far as some information goes, let's see here. It says brewed in Chicago, of course, naturally. Comes in at 6.5% ABV, which is a good, decently higher end number for like a session IPA. You know, it'll drink like a session beer, but it's got high enough alcohol to relax you and get the job done if that's what you're also wanting to do. I'm looking for any type of commercial description on this beer. I'm sure there's one on Beer Advocate or on their website, but I'm not really seeing. I'm not seeing any type of description. Really cool artwork though. I actually bought the t-shirt that had this art on it because that is just wicked. Anyway, I'm going to be drinking this out of my IPA glass today, so let's crack this can open and see if it's just as good coming out of a can as it was on tap. Straight out, pours kind of a clearish orange color. I'm going to pour this pretty aggressively now. Alright, that's really nice. Formed about a finger and a half to 2 fingers of just slightly off-white, dense, creamy looking head, and it has very very small bubbles, and there's also plenty of bubbles streaming up to the top to reinforce the head, so it may stick around for a little while. Holding this one up in the light, it is just a slightly honey-tinged gold and yellow is what I would call it. It's not quite yellow. It has some orange honey tinges to it. As far as the smell goes, nice. That smells delicious. It's got lots of peach and mango, hops, grapefruit, maybe even small touches of like lemon in there. It just smells super crisp and refreshing, very bright, vibrant, and tropical, leaning more towards sweet tropical fruits than it is kind of like more savory, bitter citrus fruits as far as just the aroma goes. Yeah, that smells awesome. Definitely is like a 5-star on the smell. Let's give it a taste. Oh yeah. That is great. That is a great session IPA to be sure. Not too terribly strong. It drinks just like how I would like a regular IPA to drink. It's got sweet hops, medium sweet peach and mango in the middle. Just a tiny little bit of hop and grapefruit bitterness on the end to balance out the initial sweetness up front of the mango and peach. Very well balanced. It's not like, oh, it's really bitter, and it's not lingering for a super long time. It's actually quite thirst quenching and refreshing. I'm going to go on record here and say this is actually probably one of the better IPAs that I've drank in the past few months. It gets 5 stars. I mean, this is great. This is my idea of an ideal session IPA. Unfortunately, I can't get this around here. My go-to IPA is Modus Operandi by Ska Brewing, but I think this tastes better than that. And if we did get this, I would switch over to this, and I probably wouldn't get Modus Operandi as my go-to, because this is great. I have read that you really need to drink this stuff very fresh, and that's what I'm doing now. In fact, let me see if I can see this on the can. This was brewed at the very beginning, actually in the middle of December So this has only got like at most half a month on it at most, not even. Probably about a week and a few days. So this is maybe 2 weeks on it. So this is very fresh. Not 2 weeks. What am I saying? About 3 weeks or so. So very fresh stuff, and it's also because I got it from the brewery. So I can't really speak on if with time it turns into a strong malt bomb or not. But yeah, as it stands, definitely like a 10 out of 10, 5-star. It gets 100 overall, and it gets 100 in the style. I mean, this is my idea of a perfect IPA. So, that has been my review of Revolution Brewing Company's Anti-Hero IPA. If you're into your IPAs, I highly suggest you pick this one up. And as always, stay tuned for the next one.